Hi, I'm Kendra Todd.
And I'm Stacy Brower with the Kendra Todd Group at Keller Williams.
And this is the American Dream Seattle. When people think of Seattle, what usually comes to mind is coffee, the Space Needle, rain, and more rain. But what people don't realize is that Seattle is a great place for outdoor activities, and Seattleites especially love the outdoors. There are so many things to do here. You've got Mount Rainier, you've got tons of islands, bodies of water, tons of hiking, skiing, and the list goes on. But today, what I'd love to do is give you a glimpse of the crown jewel of Seattle's park system, and that is Discovery Park. Let's check out one of these historic officers' homes and also meet Phil Vogelzang with Friends of Discovery Park and learn a little bit more about the park's history. We are so excited to have a few minutes to speak with Phil Vogelzang, who is the president of Friends of Discovery Park. So you can share with us a little bit about the rich history of this park. Thanks for joining me, Phil.
You're very welcome. Thanks for your interest in the park and supporting what we do here.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. It's just one of the most special places in Seattle.
It's really rare that you have such a large piece of continuous green space in a crowded city like Seattle. That's why it's such a gem. We're so lucky to have it here.
So what's the role of Friends of Discovery Park?
Well, our mission is to protect and preserve Discovery Park.
Yeah.
You know, a place like this of almost 600 acres in the middle of the city, you can imagine how there are many, many interests in what to do with this property.
Yeah.
And the role of Friends is to preserve it and promote it and keep it as one. The threats are really carving this place up. A lot of people have ideas for this or that. There was a golf course proposed here.
Yeah.
There are other proposals for the use of this land. And the Friends is really focused on keeping this as one park that we can use and keep whole and keep it non-commercial. The primary purpose of the park is to be a place of solitude, of retreat, of respite from the city, a place to experience quietness and solitude, and that's what we promote. And trying to keep the park as natural as it is,
Yeah.
and as and preserve it the way it's always been. It's so hard to leave something alone.
Yeah.
And what we try to do is try to tell people, let's try to leave it alone. Let's fix it up at the edges, let's make it a better park, but let's not try to impose our improvements and our ideas on it. It's a beautiful place of its own, and it's a credit to the citizens of the Seattle. They had the foresight and the consistency to push this through and to keep this the way it is. It's really remarkable that nothing really dramatic has happened here. It's been maintained beautifully, and that's why it's the gem that it is today.
What other major city has 600 acres at their disposal with hiking trails and driftwood beaches and a lighthouse and cliffs and, you know, just amazing views? And 5 miles away, you've got downtown and the Space Needle and the hustle and bustle of life. I mean, it's very unique.
Yeah.
I imagine that you've traversed every acre of this park. So what's your favorite part of Discovery Park?
Well, my favorite really is the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Where this place is, where we're sitting right now. This view up here is spectacular. The military, you got to give them full credit. They really picked the good spots. And when they saw this area, they said, we're going to build our officers' homes up on top. So this is the place that I think that I spend the most time in the park. It's up on top because I just like, you know, the view and just the feeling that you're above it all, and the wind and the breeze and the sunshine that comes off the Puget Sound is really special up here. So, and it's surrounded by all these beautiful turn of the century historic buildings that are preserved so beautifully.
Something that's really unique about Discovery Park amongst all other parks in urban areas is that there's private residences in the middle of a 600-acre park, which is pretty phenomenal, don't you think, Stacy?
I have never seen it in any other city in the country. It's such a unique opportunity to live in a 600-acre park core in the city.
I know, it's just such a rare opportunity. And if you're lucky enough to be one of these happy homeowners, these are some of the homes behind me. There's 13 homes along the top of the hill. It's called Officers Row. And when this was a fort, this is where the officers lived. And in 2016, a developer bought all of these homes and lovingly restored them. They have a lot of beautiful original detail work and sold them. And these homes behind me range from about 4,000 to 6,000 square feet. And if you're lucky enough to buy one, they cost you about $2 to $4 million.
And just down the hill over on Montana Circle, there's 13 other homes, a little bit smaller. They're closer to about 2,000 square feet. And those were priced right around $1 million. But again, obviously these all sold out very quickly because it's such a rare opportunity to live in the middle of a 600-acre park close to downtown.
Yeah, most people when they're walking through the park don't even realize that these are private residences, because it just kind of boggles the mind that you can live in the middle of a big city and drive 10 minutes to your private wilderness oasis that you get to call home. Pretty special.